You're listening to the Geek Blues Podcast, the show that tunes you in and hypes you up on your favorite anime and games. Glad you could make it, Geek Bros and Bluesettes. And now, without further ado, here's Genbu and the Geek Blues crew with today's episode. So sit back and enjoy the ride. You're in good hands. And don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Geek Blues Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, the show that tunes you and hypes you up on your favorite anime and games. I'm your host, Genbu, and with me tonight, another full roster. We got Bill, Dandy Guy in Space, and Major. How's everybody doing?
Good, man. Doing great.
I'm doing good.
Why was that? There was such a long pause there.
Usually it goes like Dandy or Bill, then the other, and then I go last, and I was just waiting.
I was gonna go last this time. Oh my god, I'm doing good, bro. As long as my PC holds out and we don't have another crack in the reservoir, we're good.
Everyone, welcome to our podcast.
Yes. Oh my goodness! So that was a beautiful opening. I like it.
It's character, you know.
It's yeah, exactly. Character. I like that. That's that's gonna be the theme for the night. Character. All right.
Okay.
So we're all here. We're all here. Now tonight we're gonna be talking about some Isekai anime, specifically The Rising of the Shield Hero, which is a popular up and coming anime that's been out for a couple weeks already. Or actually a little bit more than that, because an episode comes out a week. So it's at episode 10 right now. Excuse me, I have to burp a little bit.
Did it start in January?
I believe so. Yeah, It makes sense. Yeah, no, maybe February.
Okay.
No, probably January.
January 9th, 2019.
Okay, there we go. January 9th. Boom. So yeah, including Rising the Shield Hero, we're going to be talking about that. And a lot of Isekai anime tonight. And we'll get into the whole Isekai anime. It's a genre that I'm sure some people are familiar with, some of you may not be, but we'll get all into that later on. But for now, gotta say, I'm glad to have you guys on, all three of you. All right, it's a pleasure as always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to be back.
Always.
And before we get into our main topics of the night, I will tell all you listeners out there, please check us out at www.geekbluespodcast.com. That blues is with a Z, okay? Not an S. Because we're special. We use Z's around here. All right.
We're cool. We're cool. Very
cool. Like, cool to the second power.
Except for Dandy.
The cool side of the pillow. What? What does that mean? This is horseshit. You know what? You're done. All right. You're being fired the PCS way. Take your fucking pants off and get the fuck out.
All right? See, everyone, this is why I love this podcast, all right? So check us out at www.geekbluespodcast.com. We are on all forms of social media, which includes the Facebook, the Snapchat, the Instagram, the Twitter, and that's all of them, right?
We are iTunes. Everywhere.
Well, iTunes isn't really social media, is it? That's not social media.
No.
SoundCloud rappers, I guess.
Yeah, but speaking of iTunes, we're also on all listening platforms, which includes iTunes. All right, so good job, Bill. Good job. Also, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher Radio. Boom. All right, we're there. So, that being said, now, I forgot. I don't know if it was Dandy or if it was Major. I know before we started the podcast, I think it was Dandy. Dandy, you mentioned the something with Google with streaming games and everything.
Some kind of Google Stadia. I don't even know how the fuck to say this thing.
Is that new?
They just announced it today, I believe, and kind of released some small bits of specs of it, I guess.
So, and you said it was like the Netflix of gaming?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a cloud streaming service that's coming later this year for games. They haven't revealed much about the pricing or like all their infrastructure or like anything along that, like what kind of games they're gonna have. So like it's still kind of early, but they did release that they're coming out with their own controller for it.
Oh, goodness.
So that's kind of cool, but I mean, I guess we'll have to see where it goes from there. I mean, you already have for PC, you have Steam, you have you do like EA Premiere or whatever. You can get access to their whole library for a monthly subscription. So I mean, we'll have to see how it goes. I mean, it looks really interesting though, depending on the price per month and what games they offer. It could actually be worthwhile for someone. I mean, I think one of the things that they did for a test as far as latency and like kind of, I guess, showed in their keynote was they were playing games on a Google Pixelbook, which for those who don't know, it's basically like a laptop that runs Chrome OS, which really doesn't, it's not for gaming. It's really meant for just like doing light work and like web surfing and stuff like that. So, I mean, being able to play on one of those kinds of laptops, that's pretty cool. You know, I mean, it could be for some people.
Yeah, probably. That is new. I never heard of like a Netflix for game or Netflix of gaming or gaming for Netflix or vice versa.
So, Dandy, you're saying they could play on, so people could play on like a less powerful computer. So if you don't have the most upgraded like gaming computer, like a lot of players do, you could still use like your normal laptop that people use for school or stuff like that to play on this like streaming service.
Yeah. So essentially, like if you had, let's just say like just your generic run-of-the-mill laptop that a kid, a high school or college kid's gonna have, nothing too crazy powerful, certainly nothing built necessarily for gaming. You could play these AAA titles, I'm assuming is what they're gonna have, and like you have to deal with a little bit more latency than normal than if you like bought the game and had a laptop that could run it really well. But you could run the game really well with just a little bit of latency and be fine.
Oh, that could probably work for myself because I do not have a gaming computer. I just have a normal standard laptop.
For your laptop, it would actually mean you could actually play some like PC games, like AAA titles, and be like, okay, well, I can play it on this, and it runs fine. It looks good, and you just pay a fee per month. And I'm sure they're gonna have a thing where like you cancel and add it on each month as you wanted. If you wanted to stop for like a month or two and then re-add it, they always do shit like that. So
yeah, where you freeze your account, things like that.
Yeah, same thing as like I always go to it and refer to these kinds of things as like the Netflix of, because Netflix is it's so big. Everyone knows Netflix and Hulu. And
well, hopefully they have, like Netflix. Hopefully they have that free trial because I'll try it out for free.
Yeah.
And then, emphasis on the free. All right.
Most of them usually do. I know EA Premiere, it's $15 a month to get access to their complete library, but you get like a 7-day free trial, which is definitely more than enough if you're trying to like see if a brand new game that just came out, if you want to try it out and see if you even like it enough to buy it.
Speaking of free trials, what I don't like about free trials is what they do is, you give them your credit card or your debit card or whatever people are using nowadays, Bitcoin or whatever the fuck they are using. Anything, they do all that. You do all that. You give them information and everything, and then say all right, 7-day trial. Oh, okay, this is decent. I like it. All right, 7 days ends, and then you forget to cancel it because maybe you didn't like it, and then automatically they just take the $15 out of your account. Like, you must want it.
Looks like you have a new subscription, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the only thing I like about those trials. But other than that, I mean, I still give it a try. I'm just gonna pay attention to my calendar. You can
always just whatever kind of phone you have, like, hey Siri, hey Google, hey whatever, and set a reminder for 6 days and
like Alexa
subscription. Boom. Done.
So, all right. Well, thank you for sharing that information with us, Dandy. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Now, before we get into everything, we have that special segment that everybody knows and loves. My favorite segment, Gambu's favorite segment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me remind you. Guess that anime opening. All right, everybody. Welcome to my favorite segment, Guess That Anime Opening, where I, Genbu, play an anime opening, and you have to guess which anime it comes from. All right? It's a very hard job, but I'm just the guy to do it. And
Shut your damn mouth. Shut your damn mouth.
Just play the fucking intro, damn it.
You love our pain, but I got one last week, so hopefully I can make it another one for this week. Also, you promised the next person to get one right a free shot of their choice, so there's a lot riding on this.
there is actually, you're right. You are right. So,
Fucking nuts.
what'd you say?
I'm sorry, what was that?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be playing 3 anime openings tonight. Okay?
3?
3. Yes.
What is this?
No, see, here, let me tell you what happened, okay? I was going to do 2. I had 2, and then Bill was like, oh, well, you had 3 last week, and I guessed one of them.
No,
So
I guess
was
the
like-
last one is what I said.
Bill, you motherfucker.
Yeah, so we're all gonna go over for 3 tonight. It's gonna be great. It's gonna
I
be
hate
fun.
you.
Well, I didn't know he was gonna do 3. I didn't know he was just gonna listen to me and just pop one in there.
Why
and
do
go
you
in a
have to be
second.
that guy that's got to open his mouth?
He always listens.
Yeah,
I
you're right.
do. I do.
You're right.
Oh, God.
I mean, when Bill said, well, I get, you did 3, and I got one of them last week, I took that as a sign of saying I won 3 intros tonight. So I just, I figured,
Damn it, it's learning.
All right, let's go. Woo!
All right.
Ready.
Here is the first intro.
You got to know now it's how we I get there just for being you must be your absolute predator. We do not even have any enemies. Maybe they're not saying about watching us there. Thinking that someday we will be there.
Any takers?
This is gonna
Any takers?
fucking kill me. Oh my god.
I feel like I've heard that before.
I have definitely watched this.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here. No.
What?
No. Oh
What, was
my
that even
god.
Did someone, wait, what was that, Dandy?
Was that even English?
Yeah, some of it was English. They were speaking English in the
No,
beginning.
not you. What Majora said.
Oh,
Sounds like some fucking. I don't even know what, man.
it sounded like he was talking in marbles.
I'm
Are
trying
you
to
smelling burnt toast there,
I'm
bud?
trying to think of what I've watched recently.
First day.
This is
kindergarten.
killing me because I've watched this. Fuck me.
This is a very famous intro.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm fucking losing my mind.
I'm glad you're losing your mind, you bastard.
All right,
Oh,
Genbu. What is it?
I'm enjoying this.
All right, that intro came from the anime known as Parasite.
Fuck! I have heard that before. I've actually never watched that show. But
I've watched a few episodes of it. It's pretty good.
but I have heard that intro many times. Many, many times.
Yes, I have it on my phone downloaded.
Yeah,
actually.
it's very, very, very... I knew what it was from, but... Yeah, I haven't watched that show. Damn it. I knew it too. God damn it. Hate myself.
All right, next one. Anime opening number 2. Here we go.
答えはどこへ探したい With my soul It's like a fear 悪い夢のようで目覚めて
Any takers?
I have no idea.
Why do you continue to embarrass us?
Yeah, that one I didn't know.
Why did we let him do this to us? I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that anime opening came from the anime known as Overlord.
Yeah, I didn't know
Never
that.
heard of it.
That also happens to be an Isekai anime.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right, and time for the final one.
Stop! I know this, and I can't. It's at the tip of my tongue, and I know this. Stop.
definitely
know this
fucking
one.
heard that.
I
before.
know
I
this.
remember
This no,
that.
you don't understand. This is gonna bug the piss out of me. I know. Oh, God.
All right,
I
don't
know
die.
this.
My God.
Jesus.
I don't know this.
Literally, if you give me a hint, I swear to God,
no
I'll be able to
hints.
get
We
it.
don't do
I
that.
know, I
No
know, no
hints.
hints, but
You
this
always
is gonna bug
you
me.
always ask for hints. No hints. We are better than that.
No, we're not. We just went 0-2. Stop. We're
I have
not
more
better
pride.
than that.
I have more pride.
I know what this is, and it's gonna bug me.
Well, since no one has any guesses,
What is it?
I will give the answer. That anime intro came from the anime commonly known as Soul Eater.
Yes. Oh my God.
Mitchell, how did you not know that? You love that show. I hated that show, but you love
I haven't
that
watched
show.
that show in like 10 years. Leave me alone.
He's gonna get
Is that the
cried
second
in the corner
opening?
now.
That's the second opening, isn't it?
Yeah, Paper Moon.
Oh!
No shot for you.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys don't get a shot, but I do have a very,
Shot, yeah.
I do have a very important question for you guys, though.
Yes.
What's
All right.
that?
Because you all failed, I have a very important question for you guys.
Okay.
Are you gay? And if so, do you have a gay lover living with you in the house?
That's none of your business, sir.
No, sorry.
How dare you call out Bill and Danny like that?
Whoa. Whoa. Shut up, you're right, but shut up.
We love each other very much.
Leave our love alone, alright? You know, it's
I know. But here, on the bright side, though, on the bright side,
Disqualified.
Yep.
fuck you.
We deserved it. We deserved it.
I have such low spirits right now because that's something that I knew, and I was singing along with it in my head, and I knew every beat, but I just couldn't pinpoint what it was from.
I know Major actually was kind of hoping you get that one. I was trying to take it easy on you this week.
I think it's because whenever I watch an anime and there's multiple, or at least if there's like 2 or 3 or 4 openings, fuck you.
I'm sorry. I heard like a lot of excuses. So
I'm an opener skipper. What do you want from me?
But George, it sounds like you're gonna go drown in that Modelo.
You're not wrong.
So
I'll try myself.
on a brighter note, everybody, we are talking about Isekai anime tonight. So, Isekai anime is a subgenre of fantasy. So, for those who don't know, Isekai anime involves a character being swept into another world. The world could be a game, an alternate universe, all right, but it all involves someone living an ordinary life going into somewhere phantasmal, to say the least. And anime's had a long history of these, actually. So I want to actually go around the room. I'm sorry, the studio. Well, I guess the room is our digital studio here.
Yes.
And what is the earliest Isekai anime you guys have watched? Like, what was like the first one or your earliest one, if you can remember it?
Oh man, does Dot Hack count?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Hack Sign.
Dot Hack Son. I remember watching that as like a kid and being like, what the hell is going the fuck on? But
Yeah,
totally into
Tsukasa. Tsukasa. That was like one of the first. That was one of the actual. That was one of the like the forerunners for when it comes to like being trapped in a game. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it was really good, really good.
Because that was about for those who never saw Dot Hack Sign, like one of the first. There's different seasons and everything, some with different characters, but the one character with the one season I enjoyed was the one. His name was Tsukasa. He had silver hair and the red markings down his face, and he just woke up in the gaming world and he couldn't log out. He was stuck there. And from then on, he had to go through this world, level up and everything, and meet these other characters. I don't know if the other characters could log out or not. I forgot. I think they could. I think he was the only one who couldn't log out of the game. But
I
even
think so, yeah.
still though, it was my first experience with a isekai anime. Bill, Major, what about you guys?
I guess you could say for me is Spirited Away.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess
son
that
of
was
a
like
bitch.
my earliest introduction into this genre.
See, I didn't know you guys would peep that Spirited Away was also an isekai. I didn't think anyone would say that, but I'm glad you did.
I'm
Yeah.
mad.
All right, Majora, give us one.
That was my earliest one.
That was
remember.
yours?
That's
Yeah,
why
that's why
I
I
said,
kept-
fuck,
that's
that's
why I
why I
kept-
said you son of
yeah.
a bitch.
That's why I kept telling me to go fuck off.
Like in my head, I was literally like, "Do not say Spirited Away. Do not say you son of a."
But like when it comes to this genre in general, I'm not usually the biggest fan of this style of anime. Like shows like No Game No Life. I never got into that. I know a lot of people who really like that show. There's like one of my least favorite, Sword Art Online.
That's mine as well.
Well, let's back up for a second. All right, so No Game No Life. I saw a couple episodes of that. My issue with No Game No Life was the whole 17-year-old brother bathing the 14-year-old sister. That was kind of weird.
I didn't get to that, so yeah. Whew, that's bad.
Hey,
That's
man,
not
it's
cool.
Japan. It's Japan, man.
Still, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I was kind of thrown off by that, so I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go to another show.
Hero. That's another
Subaru had a bad day.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I lied. Dot Hack was not my first encounter with Isekai anime. My first encounter with Isekai anime was Digimon.
one.
Oh,
Yeah, that is.
Oh, are you talking about Digimon Adventure? Ugh, God,
What?
I don't like Digimon
Oh,
that
don't
much.
dare shit talking Digimon, man. That was
You didn't like Digimon?
I just,
I never
Defend
watched
yourself.
so good.
Defend yourself.
I at the time I was just more into Yu-Gi-Oh, but that's just me.
Yo, Digimon was the shit. That was my first encounter with Isekai anime. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they were swept into that Digimon world. And what came out first? Pokemon. I think Pokemon came out first, right? Yeah.
Pokemon came out.
Yeah,
First, I
Pokemon
think.
came out first.
Because some people were saying, "Oh, Digimon's just a copycat or a what did they call it? A knockoff off of a Pokemon." I don't necessarily agree with that because there are different premises and everything. Well, and one thing I liked about Digimon is that I could actually understand what those motherfuckers were saying because they spoke English. So
Thank.
and I thought the whole Digivolving was cool and everything. And I watched like there were a couple seasons I watched. I watched 1, 2, 3, and like half of 4. But season 1 was always, definitely the greatest. 3 was cool too. Am I the only one who's watched Digimon? Like, come on, help me out here.
I didn't watch any Digimon.
Digimon was great.
Man, if
All
you
right,
don't get that
see-
great value Pokemon thing out, and I'm joking.
Did you just say great value?
I'm joking.
Oh, horrible.
Actually,
Listen, Digimon. Go ahead.
Bill, I think Drew actually was one of the guys that liked Digimon over Pokemon as well.
I'm pretty sure he did too.
Yeah, Digimon was. I don't know. I feel like as far as like the anime goes, like Digimon was definitely superior. As far as like the card game, Pokemon was kind of easier to play than Digimon.
Yeah, even the actual games, Pokemon's better.
Yeah, like the
Because Digimon had a few games back in the day.
Digimon's PlayStation game was fucking hard as shit. All right,
It was, yes.
it's like fucking damn near as impossible as like a fucking 10-year-old. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
I couldn't get my fucking starter Pokemon to live. It just kept like never Digivolving. Like, this is shit.
Thank you. I thought I was the only one. I feel better now.
Oh my god.
Yo, I would throw my controller across the room. That's how mad I got at that Digimon game. Yo. Oh, it brings back memories. Yeah. So Digimon, and you have actually count yourself lucky because it wasn't that good of a game. But Digimon, Daihaku-san. In fact, I have a list here. All right, of the 15 best Isekai anime that people should watch. All right, I have a list right here. It's coming up right now. Once I get this page up.
Oh, I know what page you're looking at. I looked at it too.
You sure it's the same page?
Probably.
What's the website called?
m.ranker.com.
Crap! How the fuck?
It's the internet. Anyone can get it, man.
Guys, the first
all
Google
right.
search. What do you mean?
You're right. Okay, so there's 15 isekai anime that you should watch. listeners. All right, the first one is No Game, No Life. So if you enjoy watching, siblings bait each other, go ahead and watch that one.
Well then.
Another one is Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. Never watched that one.
Nope.
So I can't speak about it. The next one that I can vouch for, which is on Netflix, is The Devil is a Part-Timer. Okay, tell me someone's watched that.
That was actually on my shame list. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was one of the ones that I've been meaning to watch for a long time, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
So rather than dealing with a human transported into a magical world, this anime features Satan himself trapped in the human realm without any of his demonic powers. So to survive, he starts working at a fast food restaurant.
Like everyone else.
Yes, yeah, it's very funny because he has his right hand man there with him, and they're both working at these part-time jobs.
Oh my god!
Very good anime, so I highly recommend that one. That's number 3. Number 4, RE0. Who's watched that one?
I've watched a couple episodes of that, and I was real into it, and then I did something else, and then I lost track. Just haven't watched the rest of it. I think I might have watched like 5 or 6 episodes. But yeah, Subaru was not having a good day.
Yeah, Subaru Natsuki, I believe his name is. Subaru. That's his full name. Yeah, his ordinary life kicks off in high gear when he pretty much gets dragged to an alternate world where he immediately falls under attack, and his life does suck in this world because he has no means of defending himself. But he is rescued by this really beautiful witch. What was her name? Where's her name? Satella. All right, I'm good. All right. Now the thing about this anime is RE0 that I really enjoyed was he has like a restarting point, so he gets killed a lot in this anime.
Yeah, he dies almost every episode, I believe.
Yeah, yep. But he like goes back to a certain checkpoint, and his death is like gruesome each time.
Yeah, it's bad. He gets fucked up.
So it's kind of dark, but I definitely recommend this anime as well.
So in that one, he meets like the little thief girl in the slums, and she helps him out, right? Is that the one? And then there's this one chick in the bar who's like trying to kill him, and she's like fucking terrifying. Am I thinking of the right thing?
That is.
Okay, yeah.
But the fact that it actually took me a while to watch this anime because my friends told me to watch it, and I was like, oh, I don't know. It doesn't really sound like my thing. And I watched the first episode, and I was like, okay, I like it. There's blood. There's horror. Not horror as in scary, but like Subaru gets horrified a lot.
I mean,
because we think about it, if you die that many times, that would have like some kind of psychological effect on you, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Sounds
Sounds
interesting. I keep saying Subaru, and you said Nutella. I'm down, man.
Satella.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounded like Nutella. You know what I'm saying? Like chocolate and Subaru.
I never had that. Never had that before.
It's not chocolate, isn't it? Like hazelnut spread.
It's a hazelnut chocolate spread.
No, whatever. It's very good though. Italians like it a lot.
Is anybody here Italian?
Nope.
No, but I like
it. So number 5 is Log Horizon. Never watched that one. Can't speak on that one. Number 6, Saga of Tanya the Evil. Nope. Just from that title, I can tell I haven't watched that one. Number 7, Spirited Away, which I don't know why it's not further up on the list.
Yeah, why is it only 7?
Yeah. But if you have not watched Spirited Away, people, then your priorities are out of whack.
Who are you?
All right.
Why are you here? Go watch Spirited Away.
Yeah, go watch it immediately. Just pause the podcast and just go watch it and come back and finish the episode that we have. Number 8, Sword Art Online.
Terrible.
So, now, it didn't get terrible until the second season.
I'll agree with that. No,
the fairies.
It got terrible. What I would say partway through the first season when they were like, "Oh, look at our little baby. We found this thing. It's gonna be our baby. Let's go to a log cabin and have a getaway. Oh my god, it's so beautiful." No, fuck that. I was out.
I stand corrected. Bill's right. At that point, it did get kind of weird.
They're like raising a child and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, dude, this is terrible. Like, I hope this is just a stupid like filler arc, basically. That's what I was hoping. And it just didn't get better at all. And I was like, wow, this show had so much potential for the first like 5 or 6 episodes, and then it just drifted away.
I can't.
And go ahead.
I was saying I can't really say much on it because the first episode made me almost fall asleep, so I was out after that.
No, I liked it. The only thing another gripe I have with Sword Art Online, or had because I don't watch it anymore, was that the main character Kirito was way too overpowered for me.
Yeah, from the jump.
Overpowered. Yeah, it was interesting. He's kind of like the opposite of one of our topics tonight, Rising of the Shield Hero, of that main character.
Yeah, what is his name, by the way?
Who?
The main character of that show, it is...
Naofumi?
Naofumi, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Number 9, which actually number 9 is an anime I've been meaning to watch for a while because I hear really great things about it, is Drifters.
Oh, yeah. I believe I watched the first episode of that, or first 2 episodes of that. It's pretty cool. I don't know why. I do this a lot where like I start something and then I'm like, oh, something else. I think I have ADHD. But yeah, that one's cool because like usually this genre of anime is like more of a chosen hero type thing. Like it's that main character and they're the one chosen to go through this world, this new world, and you follow their story. In Drifters, it's like a group of people entering a world and they're all like historical generals. And they have to like face like even more brutal warriors than themselves, and they're like badasses themselves.
Okay, so I'm definitely watching that now.
Yeah,
because the way you explained that was like perfect. It was like literally like an angel touching my spine.
What you want to watch?
Yeah, so I'm definitely watching that. I won't name everything else in this list, but I will say like they have Digimon at like number 11, which I don't know why that's at number 11. Like whoever, let me not digress. And I know 13 is Dahaxon. I don't know why that's at 13. Okay, now I'm going to digress. All right, here's my thing. All right, people who make these lists, all right, I understand that they're very, very subjective. Whenever someone does like a top anything, very subjective. All right, but still, have some taste. Okay.
I would say it's a lot of the time the person who writes the article is a little biased themselves. And not looking.
They're
at
snobs.
They're snobs and not looking at the bigger picture of like what everybody likes.
So
there's no way trendsetters like Dahaxon and Digimon should be 11 and 13 in a top 15 ranking.
So it's funny because a lot of people that make these lists for websites, more often than not, when it comes to bad lists, they don't even watch them. They just compile a list because they need to for money, and they'll often just ask somebody or just look up what the category they are looking for and just try to find small context clues to try to fit it in certain numbers.
Yeah, so that's some bullshit. Yeah, but that's a shame. But let's get into the Rising of the Shield Hero.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
I'm going to start off by saying if you haven't watched this or haven't started watching this yet, get off your ass and start. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, one thing that actually a friend of mine recommended this to me, and I started watching it. I immediately felt sorry for the main character.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
So, as many people can guess from the title, the main character's main weapon is a shield. Just a shield. So, his name is Naofumi. I don't know his last name or anything like that. But, excuse me. Ooh, well, burping. And in a complete Isekai style, he's, at the library, at his school, whatever, and opens a book and gets swept into another world. All right, classic Isekai style. And while he's there, he runs into 3 other Japanese students. What are their names? Majora, you had their list up, right? All right.
One of them is Motoyasu, another one is Ren, and I don't remember the other ones off the top of my head, to be honest with you.
Well, long story short, Naofumi, the main character, his main weapon is a shield. The other guys, the other three, have a spear, a sword, and a bow. And these guys are like the heroes of legend that have been summoned or to save this world from demonic invasions known as the Wave. All right. Now, I'm gonna let one of you guys take over from here. Actually, I'm talking too much.
All right. Well, you find out so you get there, and the shield hero, he is you find out that nobody likes him at all. So all the heroes get together at this castle because they've been summoned by this city, and they're all up in their chambers and they're kind of talking about it, and they find out that they're all from different like versions of Japan, like not even different timelines, just straight up different versions of Japan. Like they're not,
and that was different too.
Yeah,
that was another different.
Yeah, they're not even from different countries or anything. They're all from Japan, but different like parallel universes of Japan, basically, and they make up the 4 warriors of legend. And like you said, Naofumi is the shield hero, and everybody talks down on the shield hero. Nobody wants to use the shield hero. The shield hero is basically just a support character that nobody likes, and basically, air quotes, losers play. Only losers are the shield hero in the games that they've all played back at their homes before they got sucked into this realm where this game is actually taking place. Now, they are all summoned to basically have comrades pick which hero they want to party up with. Like the heroes don't get to pick there's like these what are they called? There's these people who are trained and they get to pick their own.
Like they're pretty much other heroes.
Yeah, but they're not like the heroes of legend.
But not the heroes.
Yeah, but
they're like warriors. They're warriors.
They're warriors. And they get to pick which hero they want to fight with. And it turns out that nobody at all wants to fight with the shield hero. And the shield hero, now Fumi is like, hey, I can't even attack. How am I supposed to gain experience? And then the king, who is a prick, he was a fucking prick. He's like, what? Figure it out. And then this one chick is like, hey, I'm going to switch and I'm going to go with him. And then that's where it starts to get a little crazy.
Fucking
bitch.
Yeah, because how messed up was that?
She straight up accused him of rape. Like straight up, she accused him of raping her, and then the whole kingdom saw it, like in front of and like she made this huge scene in front of everybody, and she did it on purpose to fuck him over. And from that moment, I hated her. I hated the kingdom, just like Naofumi. And he's like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna do this shit on my own. And his whole demeanor changed. Something clicked in his head, and he said, fuck everyone here. I'm doing this shit on my own. And he went out and he fucking did it, and it's badass as hell.
So I want to take a second just to tell you guys about something I came across on YouTube. So I was looking at reviews for Shield Hero and everything after I watched it, and there's this one video where the video was pretty much stated. The title was, "If you like Shield Hero, you're a misogynistic bigot."
Oh my god! Stop.
What?
Stop. Nah, man. I'm not. I can't stand stupid stuff like that. I can't.
No. I saw this thing. I was like, all right, now this is probably some feminist, okay? And listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not, against, females in power or anything like that. One of my favorite superheroes, my top 3 are Batman, Wonder Woman, Black Canary. Well, but it's like, all right, when it comes to the real world and everything, let's keep it real. People feminists or some women, not all women, try to pretend that like some things don't happen. Okay, I might be kind of ignorant for saying this, all right, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Okay, but there are a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot of women, but the way that the society holds women up, on this pedestal, it gives them the idea. It's like, oh, I can do no wrong. I got a pussy. I can do no wrong. And that's that's pretty much the kind of mentality that the characters had in this anime, pretty much. When it came to this princess who framed the main character for rape, which he really didn't do. If you watch the anime, he came nowhere close.
He didn't. She tried to make him drink alcohol to make it even seem worse, and he denied that. And he just went straight up and went to bed. And then in the morning, she accused him of being so trashed and drunk, and he forced his way into her room. And it was just it was a whole thing. And it like you really feel bad. You really feel bad for the Shield Hero. Like starting right there is where you see how much this world is against him and how much he's got to do to gain the trust of everyone he ever meets from that point on.
Yeah, and the video I was watching pretty much stated that this anime makes women seem like they're this or that and this and blah blah blah. You know how. Back me up here, people, guys. I'm talking to you three. Dandy, Major.
Like this,
well, actually, no. Let me pause that. If you disagree, I shouldn't say back me up. I shouldn't expect you guys to agree with me. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, then let me know.
No, I agree, and it's so stupid because when you look at the cast list, his 2 female companions are retardedly strong. It just baffles me how this is somehow a misogynistic anime.
Yeah, both of his companions are extremely, extremely powerful women.
Man, it's just man.
Oh well, I guess you know what. I like that.
Hey, crack a beer.
Trying to call one with the boys.
You know what? I now that I think about it, well, one reason I can see why they would call it that is because the women are powerful, but they're technically his slaves. That's probably why they have an issue with it.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Well,
that's probably the issue.
Philo is not technically a slave. She was.
Well, she has a slave crest.
No. That's Raftalia. Philo doesn't have a slave crest. She was born from an egg.
Does.
Right?
It's a tame crest. It's a tame crest.
Tame crest. Okay.
Yeah, or whatever.
So she's not obligated to listen to everything he says, but it's something that helps him.
If she doesn't, he's putting that ass in line. If she doesn't, though.
Well, yeah, but they also both love him to death.
Yeah,
like they will sacrifice their own lives for him.
Oh, is that Stockholm syndrome? You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, you know.
My boy trying to stir up some problems.
No, well, because another funny part in this anime was the speaking of the whole slavery thing, because they put him in a position where no one would be on his side, and he did buy the slave, Raftalia, badass character, and then they shit on him again they shit on him later on in the anime for you have a slave, what did you do to her? What did she do? What is he doing to you? What's he doing to you?
That princess tried to frame him again, saying that like he's holding Raftalia by her will, and the spear hero, who's a total dumbass. He's so gullible and just dumb. He believes everything this girl says to him. It's like, oh, this girl, she says that she's being held captive by him and everything like that, and he just like, all right, I gotta go save her. Ha ha ha! I challenge you to a duel.
Because that spear hero only has one thing on his mind.
Dude, he's a pervert. He's just like R. Kelly, dude.
Yo, he was going after those little girls, bro.
Philo,
oh, he was.
Yeah,
you're right. That was weird.
Yeah, he's just like R. Kelly. He's probably trying to piss on her.
It was weird how he was really trying to get them on his squad, especially the little young girl Philo. You're right. That was strange.
I was like, bro, what are you doing?
But so let me talk about something. All right. So one thing that really makes this anime interesting is the fact that this character, the Shield Hero, has no offensive capabilities whatsoever. So what made me watch it was like, all right, how's he gonna, what kind of hero is he gonna be, or what kind of protagonist is he gonna be if he can't defend himself? And he started really thinking outside the box, which led to him getting, to Raftalia, the slave girl. That's one of the reasons why But what about that shield though? Peep that shield.
Yeah,
That shield is very useful.
The amount of different abilities that he's gained throughout the course of the series so far is insane. He probably has like 75 different abilities in the shield now.
Bro.
Yeah, he was able to get money. He was able to get a lot of stuff done with that shield.
Bro, he whooped that spear dude's ass.
He did. He was really improvising too. I
Hell
enjoyed
yeah!
that.
He had to
pulled
use
out
the
those
balloons. Yeah,
Those monster balloons. Yeah.
that's all he had. He can't grab a weapon.
Like what the
Wait,
other
so,
abilities are of the other weapons, though, like the full extent of their.
We're definitely gonna find out.
I mean, we've seen the spear one has a multitude of different attacks, or at least elemental sorts of attacks. So that's interesting.
As far as lightning goes.
Yeah, but I mean, we really haven't seen much. The sword guy. I mean, we've only seen him just make his sword look bigger, I guess, when he's slaying stuff. And the arrow dude, we've seen like nothing from him except for taking out fodder during the first wave.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of them. I know. It's gonna get to a point where they're all in the same party too.
Oh yeah, hands down, it's got to.
So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because
I believe. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because right now I hate all of them. Like I really do hate all their characters. They're very very aloof to what the real situations are, and they're just kind of thinking what they're doing is right without actually doing the right things, and really really fucking up a whole bunch of shit.
I second
That sword guy's the sword hero is probably one of the smartest ones though.
I would agree with that.
I do.
He actually, Go ahead.
Oh. I will say I do agree that they are stupid because they don't realize that their actions have consequences. Like when Nafumi had to fix 2 of their problems that they caused in the later episodes.
3 of their problems.
3 problems. You're right. 3 problems. But the sword and the bow and arrow guy are the only ones that actually stood up for Nafumi during one of the visits to the castle when he was going to be not paid. So I do think that they are better than the spear guy. But again, they treat this more as if it's a game than a reality.
Yeah, true. And they also stood up for him after the duel.
Yeah, they did. They straight up called out the princess saying, yo, you intervened and you shot this dude with wind magic.
Now, one thing that a really good point Majora made about the other 3 characters is that they really do treat it like a game more than, and that's one thing that really makes you like the main character more because he treats these people in this other world, as if he would his own world.
Yeah,
as human beings.
Yeah, he treats them as individuals with feelings.
Because they actually are. They are individuals with feelings, but the other 3 heroes, like Majora said, do see this whole thing as a game to level up and fight the demons and save the world and leave.
I mean, I can't exactly blame them, especially when you have a whole heads-up display everywhere. Like that is that's something that'll probably take you out of the whole thing. But I don't know. It's they're just stupid. They're just stupid.
What are we gonna call those monster balloons? Is there a name for them?
I don't know. I'm just gonna keep calling them slimes from the Dragon Quest games.
Slimes? I don't like that one. We gotta call them something else. Monster. What do you think, Bill?
I don't
Dandy?
know.
That's a good question.
Fodder.
They didn't give him like a name. They didn't give him a name, did they?
Fodder balls.
Balloons.
You know what they look like?
Maloot.
They look like the
Angry
enemy.
Batman.
No, they look like the enemies for Final Fantasy, like the fire balloons and the.
Oh,
and the
you're
dark
right.
balloons.
They do. The ones that blow up.
Yeah, they look exactly. They got the same teeth and shit.
FF balloons.
Yeah.
I'm calling them that. FF balloons. Final Fantasy balloons. FF balloons. All right, everyone say that.
FF balloons.
All right, go ahead, Dandy.
FF balloons.
Majora.
FFFFFF.
All right, you just. So, I'm gonna give, as far as ranking goes for this anime, The Rising of the Shield Hero, I'm gonna give this anime 4 FF balloons out of 5.
I would personally, right now, I'm not seeing much I really don't like. I would give it 4.5 FF balloons out of 5.
All right. Whenever Majora and Dandy want to go.
Why are you guys like this?
Who goes first? Who goes last?
Why do you guys just sit there? Someone talk. This is an audio podcast. You need to be. You need to be.
I mean, normally I don't get sucked into these kinds of anime just from previous like Fantasy Star and like I mean Dot Hack was great and all that, but like I don't know. I usually don't get sucked into these, and this one's got me like I stayed up till like 2:30 in the morning last night. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. FF Balloon.
Okay.
This show really hasn't shown me anything that's put me off yet, and I'm very interested. And I was really mad when I caught up, and there was no more episodes to watch until tomorrow. So I'm honestly gonna get it a 5 fodder balls out of 5.
Wait, what?
5
What'd you
FF
call
balls
them?
out of 5.
Water balls.
Oh, okay. All right, everybody, you heard our ranking. Okay, so definitely check out this anime, the Rising of the Shield Hero. All right, we didn't give too much away. There's still plenty of inner depth plot lines to discover in this anime. All right. Now, before we close, I want to ask all you a question. All right. Consider this like another segment, just for this episode at least. All right. So, you are you. All right. You're going about your daily life. Okay. And you go look into your phone, or you open up a book, or you pick up your PS4 or a shitty Xbox controller, and you automatically get sucked into.
Fight me. Fight me.
You thought it was gonna segment away from that to get that quick little snippet in. No one say anything.
You pick up any of these items, and you automatically get sucked into another world. What anime world would you get sucked into of your preference? What would it be?
Okay, but would we have the powers of that world, or would we just be civilians?
You would have the potential to have the powers.
Ooh.
Ghost in the Shell. I'll take that world.
Oh, nice. That's a good pick. That's a very good pick. I respect that.
This is a really hard question. like there are so many things running through my head right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was easy.
I want to say something fun and crazy, so I'm going to go FLCL, the original.
Oh my God, you're gonna
That'd be interesting. That'd be quite.
living in that world. You would need like crystal meth every day.
Dude, I would just hang out with Conti all day. He's my boy.
Major.
To be honest, I mean, it's pretty basic for me because ever since I was a kid, my dream...
If you say Dragon Ball Z...
Nah, fight me. All right, listen. All right, my dream as a child was to be a Super Saiyan. All right, leave me alone.
Oh, here we go.
Leave me alone.
You basic ass bitch.
Chill, son. I've been training with Goku. I don't care. I'm unlocked that Ultra Instinct.
Yo, then I'm going to have to go with... Honestly, if I had to choose between the two of these, I'm gonna go with I gotta go with Outlaw Star.
Oh, you want
Okay.
space?
Outlaw Star. I know none of you watched that anime,
Nope.
but Still, I was testing you guys.
I can't find it. Is it on Crunchyroll?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Oh, no,
The whole
then I have watched like a few episodes of it.
It's on Hulu for
pretty
free.
good so far.
It's not on Hulu. I think there's only like 2 episodes on Hulu.
Nope, it's on Hulu. I rewatched the whole thing twice in the past month.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are
It's
you
on
lying to
Hulu.
I've watched a few episodes. It's good. It's good. I like it.
That's
Gotta
not a
get
glowing review there.
Yeah, and everyone who
I don't know. I watched like a few episodes. I may have passed out during said episodes. I have to rewatch them again.
You do that a lot.
I always watch anime when I'm going to bed. This game is horseshit.
Outlaw Star is a great anime. Okay, great anime. One of my, if not my favorite, one of my favorites. It was either that or Yu Yu Hakusho, but I chose Outlaw Star.
Oh, Yu Yu Hakusho was amazing.
That's a fair choice.
Oh, you watched it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Bill's not my new favorite podcaster.
Well, damn.
That's fine. You can both drop your pants and get the fuck out.
I'm so glad he watched you. When did you finish it?
A month ago, maybe.
I'm so
I'll
proud
have
of
you know, I finished it before he did.
He did actually.
Wait, you did?
Yeah.
You watched Yu Yu Hakusho?
I
Yeah,
watched. He was far as fuck in before I was, and I binge watched it and beat him to the end.
Yeah, because I have to
Oh.
work like 80 hours a week.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bill.
I'm sorry.
Dandy,
I work 40
Dandy.
hours. You know.
Dandy, you're not my new favorite podcaster.
Yes. You can all suck it.
It's all right, Bill. We'll just go over and break his. We'll just go over and
End
break
the
his computer.
episode. We're good now. We've got everything we need. We're done.
Oh, I love messing with you guys. You guys are great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our episode for the night. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, you can catch us on www.geekbluespodcast.com. All forms of social media and all forms of listening, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. So whatever you're listening to us now on, whether it be the website or whatever else, just know that, tell your friends, hey, I know you don't have an iPhone, but you can hear them on Spotify. All right, do that. Gamba would really appreciate it.
We appreciate whenever you listen, however you listen.
That's right. Dandy, Major.
They're doing it again!
God damn it!
They're doing it again! You guys are the worst! You guys are the absolute worst!
We love you. Thank you for listening. We always appreciate it. You make our day.
Coming from your, the best podcaster, aside from Gambit number 2,
Clearly not Dandy, but okay.
I mean, I would consider the best podcaster someone who talks.
Oh, that's a good.
You know,
That's a good. Bill has a good point. He has.
Yeah, that's fair, except for I might not talk all that much, but I have some pretty good opinions when I do talk. So it's always meaningful when I talk.
I don't know, man. Wasn't it you, Dandy, who was quiet the whole last episode, or was that Bill? I can't remember.
You shut your fucking mouth.
I gotta admit, I was.
On Kingdom Hearts 3. I haven't fucking played the damn game.
In his defense, I was also kind of quiet that episode as well. I was.
Yeah, but
So
you're
I
the
can't-
host, so I can't say anything.
Holy shit.
Well, all right, everyone. Thank you for listening to us. I really appreciate it. Boy Genbu here is signing out. All right, y'all have a good night or good evening or whatever it is that you're experiencing in whatever country or region you're at.
Yes.
All right, everybody else, show our listeners some love.
Yes, sir. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Love you. Can't wait to talk to you.
You guys need to work on
God.
this bullshit.
God help us. All right, everyone, you all get the point. Have a good night. Peace out.